Yo, what's going on YouTube? Thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the top things to do while you're traveling to Vancouver, British Columbia. Now, you may be wondering why I'm starting in the train station. That's because Seattle is only like 3 hours away. So, wanted to make a trip out to the West Coast, and I was like, why not go to two cities at once? Now, on the ride up, it wasn't anything too spectacular until you get to Vancouver. But I must say the public transportation was superb. Like, the trains came every 4 minutes, so it was so convenient. Now, I do want to recommend this hotel. It's called the Hyatt Regency. It was excellent service. And then on top of that, the views were great. It was right in the middle of everything, so you could really walk or bike to anywhere you need to get to. But yeah, really no complaints on that. So check it out. Now, to start off the list, I'm going to go with number one, and that's Stanley Park. Stanley Park was really neat. It had a sea walk, bike trail / walking trail, which was extremely nice to look at, as you see from the drone footage. And then on top of that, it was other things to do at the park. Like, you had a beach out there. It was some really nice pool that we ultimately didn't go to, but it looked so fun to be at. Now look, if you are going out to Vancouver, I highly suggest going out to Stanley Park. It's kind of hard to miss, if you're being completely honest, just because it's such a big portion of the peninsula. Number two on this list is Whistler Mountain. Get out to Whistler Mountain. Now, it is a ride, but as you see, this ride is very scenic, so it's not too bad. It's about an hour and 30 minutes away, and the bus rides out there are like $40 Canadian, so really like $33. Now, I really did like this mountain range because it's really commercialized. Like, you had malls pretty much built inside of it. You had restaurants everywhere. It was bike rental places everywhere, which was really great because I feel like the mountain ranges in the United States are not really commercialized like that, and sometimes it sucks being out in the middle of nowhere and you can't get anything. Another good thing about this place is that there were so many activities. I've never seen this many activities at a mountain range, and I really appreciated it. As you see, we decided to do the zip lining. Now, there were different levels of the zip lining. We did the baby level, but it was a lot. It was still like pretty creepy, especially like walking over these bridges that were moving, that were like loose bridges. I didn't love that too much, but the scenic beauty of it all was absolutely worth it. So if you are going out to Vancouver, make sure you get out to Whistler Mountain. Even though it is a drive, it is absolutely worth it. You can make that just one day of your trip, and I promise you, you would not regret it. Now, about the bike rental, so we decided to rent a bike, and we came across this skate park, which was so fun because I've never done it before. I've seen it, but it was cool because I was riding a bike all around the skate park. Of course, we kept riding, and this is what we were headed to, a nice little beach, mountain beach. So of course, knowing me, I had to pop out the drone. Now, there are a ton of trails out there, so if you're going to Whistler Mountain, try to plan it out a good little bit, because you don't want to be on a crunch for time, especially if you got the buses waiting on you, because they will leave you really quick. Now, number three is the nightlife in Vancouver. Honestly, I don't have any complaints about the nightlife. I will say, it seems like all of the bars, clubs, they were like very restaurant-y. Not really a word, but it seemed very open. It seemed like all of the places served food. But I liked it. I really liked the vibe. I didn't feel any type of sketchiness. It was, matter of fact, it was a little bit more sketchy than I would have liked, or I would have imagined Vancouver to be. But it's no worse than any other places in the US. Honestly, it's not even close. Now, it was definitely a young vibe. Someone said you probably should go out to Gastown if you're looking for an older vibe. But if you're looking for a young college type of vibe, then Granville is where you probably need to be. And this is what I mean by the nightlife was kind of like this. It was very open, very bar, very sit down type of atmosphere, at least in Granville. But ultimately, I think it was a pretty good time. I do feel like the places in Vancouver is more for you going out with your friends, not really go out to meet people, but go out to mingle with the people that you already know. But how often does that really happen? But honestly, on a skeleton, I'll probably give the nightlife there a 8.5. But you know, when you're going out in a different city, I don't advise really getting too drunk, just because then you're gonna sleep half of the next day and feel sick. So, you know, drinking wasn't really a priority here. Number 4 on the list is Granville Island. Now, this is a really cool island. It's right in the middle of the peninsula, right in the middle of downtown. So you have to take a boat there or go over a bridge. And we took the aquabus, and as you see, it was just a nice little ride. Vancouver is extremely beautiful. And once you get to Granville Island, it's a lot bigger than it seems on the map. There are a lot of shops. There are a lot of restaurants. And it's pretty dope. You could go see some performances. You could just go lounge. I really appreciated going to Granville Island. So again, if you're going out to Vancouver, this is something that you probably should do. You gotta love the modern buildings of Vancouver. Got to. And it's funny because this guy right here, I feel like I've seen him in every single major city that I've traveled to. Like either he has a twin brother or he gets around. It's probably 4 quadruplets. Honestly, I got the Northeast territory. I got the Southeast territory. Another thing you need to do when going to Vancouver is fly over Canada. It is like a immersive, interactive type simulation where you go into a room, they sit you in a seat, put seat belts on, and it's almost like a roller coaster, but you're not really going anywhere. They're spraying water in your face to make it feel real. But honestly, this video does not emphasize how cool it was. Like, I highly suggest doing this. It was only about, I think, $40 Canadian. So it's not, too expensive, and it doesn't take too much time. This is going to take maybe an hour and a half of your day, and it's really cool going over all these mountains, going through Toronto in this flyover type simulation. So go check out Flyover Canada. Number 5 is you need to make your way down to Gastown. Gastown kind of gave me a vibe of Brooklyn. And everybody talked about this steam clock. I thought it was pretty cool, so go check it out, go get some pictures by it. Seemed pretty cool, but Gastown really felt like a upscale vibe. Now I know Brooklyn might not be the most upscale, but it was very old-fashioned cobbled roads, nice brick front homes. I thought it was cool. Of course, it's another place that you can go and find really good food, and apparently the nightlife here is pretty decent as well. So make sure you do that. But ultimately, just get out and explore. I rode the bike everywhere because the bike lanes are spectacular. They don't really have scooters like they do in America, so keep that in mind. But it's very simple and very nice to get around just by bike. So I wake up every single morning when I go on vacation. I go out and fly my drone. I go out and ride bikes and explore a little bit more. So if you're heading out to Vancouver, you should probably do the same. Now, that pretty much wraps it up. I appreciate you all tuning into my video, and go check out that Seattle video if you're trying to, make a trip to 2 cities in a short period of time. I'm now signing out. Peace.